we're locked in. So hopefully that solves Wild World. Wild World should be set up for later. Sundays are boring, but not today. Oh, thanks, Mongrel. All right, we're done with our tablet today. We can put that bad boy down there so it's not in our face. Trying to clean up my desk a little bit. That's what I really should do this week. I need to clean my desk off. It's been a mess. All right, nice. Let's lock in, baby, to one of the best Animal Crossings ever made. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Nintendo Animal Crossing Gamecube Deluxe. And we got another Steam game giveaway for y'all this morning. That's right. That is right. We're going to go ahead and reset the entries here. Type ! raffle in the chat if you would like a chance to win a free Steam game code. We got Steam games that we're giving away. Steam games. This is unfortunately only for the Twitch chat this morning. I still haven't figured out the logistics of doing giveaways on YouTube, and I'm really sorry. It's hard to navigate all of this new stuff. So what I'm going to do is I can link you my Twitch. It's also in the description of the video. And if you guys want to pop over really quick to grab yourself a quick entry to the raffle, you're welcome to do that. And I'm real sorry, YouTube. Again, I'm still learning the logistics of how to do YouTube giveaways at the same time as Gamecube or as Twitch. So excuse my brain rot. So anybody can join. We're going to give away 2 Steam games, random Steam game codes here. We're giving away throughout the whole stream today. And yes, Kenzie Chronic Animal Crossing Gamecube Deluxe is a thing. If you would like more information, don't be afraid to ask. All right. Don't be afraid to ask. Again, just one more time, I really do want y'all who choose, let me turn this down. I really do want y'all who choose to watch on YouTube to be able to stay on YouTube if you would prefer. And eventually we will get it to that point. I just want to make that clear. I want y'all to be able to enjoy YouTube the way that you see, all right? So you see fit. So just a heads up, we'll figure the YouTube stuff out in the future. I hate to ask y'all to come over to Twitch for a giveaway. We will figure it out over time. So, Nintendo. Have we seen Duel Master today? Duel Master out there, man? Just out of curiosity, I don't know if I saw him this morning. Maybe they stepped away for the day. We have saw him today. Okay, I wasn't sure. I might have missed him rolling in. What's up, Meg Lavender? Yo, Gil, are you playing the Warlock, Gil? Good to see you, buddy. Minnie's playing some DDV, been playing a lot of ACNH Fantasy Life. Panda Brev's been playing Tears of the Kingdom again. Hunter Stories 3, you've been playing the demo. Some DDV from Anna. Good to see you, Anna. Shiny Hunting, Pixel Bruiser. Shiny Hunting and Shield, nice. And Karen Keisha's doing some festive decoration in ACNH, nice. I love hearing about y'all gaming, man. Just got to the Pandemonium Fortress, me too! Dude, me too. I walked all the way to the River of Flame waypoint and I stopped last night. I'm going to take on Diablo next. I'm playing a mage, dude. I'm using the chain attack. I'm using the weird miasma chain and I love it. I like throw this chain out and I attach it to enemies and I walk around. I can have like 3 chains going at once. It's really sick, dude. You're doing the same? No way, dude. Yeah, I'm playing a caster, man. I'm trying to play like a sorceress, basically. So I do have a demon. I have the demon that splits damage, dude. Check out that demon if you haven't already gotten him. I found a dagger with +1 to the demon that splits damage. I can't remember his name. And I'm using it with the chain build, and I think it works really well because it's splitting all of the damage around me with the creature that I have chained. So I don't have to worry about hitting everything in the room. I can just focus on the chain and placing the chain where I need, and then everything is splitting damage. Yeah, dude, the Banished. That's the play, I think. I think this build is really cool, and I'm glad that you have experience with it. Maybe we can even talk shop later, you know, and like make sure that we have some good ideas going. I'd love to talk shop with you for sure. Yo, Kate is laughing because I'm getting so passionate. Yeah, we're talking about Diablo 2, everybody. I'm a big fan of Diablo 2, and when I start talking about something I'm passionate about, I just start yapping off the mouth, dude. All right. Let's go ahead and give away some games real quick. All right, first winner, Blue-Eyed Sam the Legend, one of my longest running viewers, and Ryan Perpetrator. Perpetrator and Blue-Eyed, speak up in the chat so I can hook you up with a game real quick. You don't have to be present for these giveaways, but it makes it easier so I can just send you a quick DM. All right, so Blue-Eyed, I'm going to give you a copy of a game called Tomb Raider 4 to 6 Remastered. It's Tomb Raiders 4 to 6 all remastered for you. Enjoy Tomb Raider on Steam here. And yo, dude, I tried to pick something I thought you would like, Blue-Eyed. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but I know a little bit about your gaming taste. And Ryan Perpetrator, I'm gonna give you Sir Whoop-Ass, Immortal Death, so you can literally live your real life out in video game. Sir Whoop-Ass, Immortal Death. That's you, baby. That's you, Ryan Perp. That's you. You're Sir Whoop-Ass. I want you to role play that and live that life. Enjoy your free game, dude. Enjoy your free games, y'all. We're giving away games all day today. All right. So, and thank you, Gil Wen. It's because of support like Gil Wen that I can do this. Can we get some love in the chat for the gifted from Cass, from Gil's tier 2? That's why we can do these giveaways. That's why I do this as often as I would like to, because of that right there. So thank you, Gil, for the tier 236. That's 3 years. And we'll give away some more games here throughout the stream. All right. We'll give away some more games throughout the stream. We're here all day today, so we're just getting started. Let's play some ACGC. I love this game so much. Oh, I love this game so much. Let's go. What's up, Piccolo? Piccolo, you excited for new Dragon Ball content that was announced? Dragon Ball Z content? February 15th, 11/11. Wow, make a wish, everybody. The wrong orange cat is greeting us, but I guess I can't be picky. At least it's an orange cat. Guess I can't be picky here. Gumi. So actually, I'm a bigger fan of Gudra, but Gumi is a cutie pie, and I like Gumi as well. So when it comes to battling, I like Gudra, but when it comes to aesthetics, I like Gumi. Does that make sense? So Gumi's like one of my little favorites because he's just so cute. But Gudra is one of my favorite battlers. That is an unfortunate cat, yeah. All right, we're in. Oh, we got Valentine's Day gifts. Ooh. Tangy after she went to prison. Yeah, no, I'm talking about exactly what you said. Yeah, they're remaking the Battle of the Gods story. They're doing a Dragon Ball Z Kai treatment, basically to the first chunk for the Battle of the Gods, right? Is that it? Is that what I'm talking about? They're basically doing like the Dragon Ball Z Kai treatment to the Battle of the Gods, which was supposed to replace the beginning of Super. And then they're doing the eventual continuation of the Super anime. And then we also have a game, but the game could be mobile garbage. We don't know, but there is a game announced as well. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about. All right, wasn't there a button to like mass remove presents? Yeah. Get all prezzies. Eileen, I know we've never been close, and I guess it's partly my fault, but I hope you and I can try to be friends from now on. This is my Valentine's Day mail. No, they're not going to redo the entirety of Dragon Ball Super. No, I don't think so. I think they're just doing Dragon Ball Kai treatment for the first chunk. And then they're going to be doing stuff that was never released, but it was done in manga, right? Never animated stuff. That's my take on it. Maybe there's something, I don't know, but yeah, I think they're just doing that movie reset. Robin said, "Today is Valentine's Day, but knowing how you treat people, I figure you won't get any Valentines. I felt so bad for you, so here's one gift, at least." Wow, great. "My dearest Hylie, and Tangy's gonna save me. In all my life, I've never met anyone even slightly as cool as you. You're a dream made real. Please stay by my side forever. Promise, Tangy." Oh shit, dude. Tangy the queen. I'm saving this letter. Oh man, dude. Wow. Way to make a guy feel good, right? Way to make a guy feel good, dude. You're that way with Shelgin and Salamence? Nice. That makes sense. Yeah. Wow. What a queen, dude. A queen after my heart. You know, we forgot about Crazy Red. Wasn't Crazy Red supposed to be here like last week or something? Or Sunday or something? Yeah, we forgot about him. Glass top table. Purple tie-dye. We're probably just going to sell all this stuff. You gonna play some Wild World? We're doing that next. This really was reality TV. It really was. Dun, 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 dun. So wait, what did you say about a Gumi plushie? Let me go see. Oh, it sits on your shoulder. That's cute. That's cute. Boom, 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 boom. Get all presents. Yo, also with the gifted sub over to Pixel Bruiser. Thank you, dude. Pixel Bruiser, blesses in the chat for your shiny hunt. Good luck. Good luck, good luck, good luck. And thank you, man. Do-do-do-do-do. Paying someone to name themselves Tangy and send you a letter is so funny. Thanks for the laughs. Just kidding. I don't know if Deluxe even has online. Yeah. Yeah, I had to pay someone off. Yeah. All right, museum. I actually didn't get a lot of gifts though. Fun fact, I think my mail was too full to get more Valentines. So Robin wasn't wrong, because normally you get a butt ton of Valentines. And I didn't get many at all. I think my mailbox was full. Oh, that's so sad. Dang it. Because, dude, this is where you can get some good loot, man. I opened my ACNH mail yesterday and thought my game glitched with all the letters. Dude, I had so many as well last night when I sold my turnips. That's so funny, dude. I didn't check my mail today in ACNH, but I saw it all last night. That's what I tell myself too. Yeah, my mailbox was full. Yeah. It must just be because my mailbox was full. Thank you, Alto, for the gifted, dude. Good to see you, DJ. Enjoy the show today. What does the Deluxe have that the original GameCube doesn't? Okay, I got you. I'll give you a breakdown for those just tuning in. So, welcome to Animal Crossing Deluxe Edition. This is a fan-made mod by a gentleman named Cuyler. Well, that's their Twitch tag, their YouTube tag, their internet tag. Cuyler, and they put together a version of Animal Crossing that basically takes every other version of Animal Crossing GameCube and combines them into one experience. If you didn't know, Captain Fox and anybody else, there actually is about 5 versions of this game. There's a Chinese one, there's like 2 or 3 Japanese ones, there's an American one, so on and so forth. And what this fan-made version of the game sets out to do, one, is to take all the features from those versions we never got in the Western audience and bring them to the Western game. So that's step 1. And a lot of those features are here. Step 2 is quality of life. Stuff like panning my camera down or panning my camera up. Stuff like getting rid of acres. There's no acres if you've played the original. Stuff like adding new NPCs, new decoration options, public works projects, and a slew of quality of life. Again, stuff like better storage, stuff like being able to take more, mail, open all your letters at once. And I could just list out the quality of life for days. So I'll skip there. Number 3, it even adds content from future games. There's some wallpapers, some floorings, and some clothing that are from Wild World and City Folk, which were the games that came out after this. So it's basically a fan-made version of Animal Crossing GameCube that, again, combines all of the quality of life and features from all the different versions of the game into one definitive edition, while also adding new content from future titles, as well as new villagers. And I think that covers it, as well as new villagers. So there's like a couple, maybe 100 more villagers. I don't know how many, but there's a good amount of more villagers added. Villagers that were only in Japan are now here. Villagers that were previously region locked are now here. So it's really cool, man. And I consider what I'm playing right now to be the definitive version of this game. And it's a fan project. Of course, Captain Fox, if you're like me, nothing is ever going to replace the original game. There's always going to be room in my heart to go load up GameCube and play the original game. So Deluxe Edition isn't meant to replace the original. It's just meant to give us an experience outside of what we're used to, and maybe give us access to some features that we never had before. Let me give you one example of a feature that would blow your mind if you know how this game works, and then I'll leave you alone, or I'll stop yapping. If you know Animal Crossing GameCube, there's an island, but that island is only accessible if you have a Game Boy Advanced and a GameCube Game Boy Advance link cable. Guess what the Deluxe Edition does? Removes the need for all of that. You can just go to the island anytime you want. Period. It's stuff like that that makes this a more accessible version of the game. So players out there who never had a chance to interact with the island, players who never got a chance to play the Japanese version, players who never got a chance to see all the villagers that we never got in the Western game, now have access to those experiences for the first time ever, because Nintendo won't get off their booty and give us access to those features and games and villagers and all that stuff. So it's pretty freaking cool, man. This mod pack blows me away. It's also playable on original hardware if you have a modded GameCube, which is pretty cool. So, and apparently Pete is pissed off that he's not getting any Valentines. So, sorry, Pete. Hylian's mail. You're the nastiest skank. You're the love of my life. Me writing a letter when I'm hangry versus when I have food. Okay, chat. What's up, Minty? So there you go. There was your explanation on how Deluxe Edition works and what to expect. Oh, Sylvia moved in. Hey, we got our new villager finally. Sylvia has moved in. I guess we can go say good morning to her. I don't think she'll stick around for long, unless we really get to know her, but I don't care that much. All right, let's go explore. Do-do-do-do-do. There's also some like really cool like unreleased stuff. So Captain Fox, you'll get a kick out of this because you're an OG gamer like me. All right. So you can actually, this is a feature that was removed from the game. You apparently in like some beta version of the game, you could take a piece of paper and fold it up like a paper airplane. Then you could pick it up and you could actually throw it. And you can actually play with like a paper airplane. And this is just like a random feature that was never put in the game originally. And you can like have some fun and like run around and throw a paper airplane around. And it's just like the essence of Animal Crossing, you know, like this is the kind of cheeky stuff that Animal Crossing was known for. Like these super cheeky like interactions like this, you know? I wish they would have kept it. Yeah, I know, dude. The original hardware, always my first choice, but I appreciate expansion versions like this. Yeah. And you know, it's just a fan-made game. So like, it's not meant to be more than just that. Just a wish list and a fun little fan experience for those that are interested in modding their games, you know? All right, let's find our money rock and then we'll go shopping. Boom, boom. Oh, we're getting the snow version of the 11 a.m. music. I just noticed. This might be the last snow of the year. I just noticed. So just like New Horizons, every song is different depending on the weather. Or in this case, there's winter music, there's regular music, and then the rain music just takes over the whole day. But same idea. Oh, Tortimer's here. What's going on? Wait, what? Why is Tortimer here? Hey, it's Hylian. Your face is looking flushed and gloomy this morning, mate. You got a cold or something? Why are you even talking to me, mate? What's up? I guess I should make him an Aussie. Oi, mate. I probably shouldn't do that. Oi. I can't do that today. I just can't. The weirdest thing just happened to me. Have you heard of Gracie? She's some kind of fashion designer, I guess. Everyone's been going on about her for some reason. Anyways, I just met her, and guess what she did? She took one look at my clothes and sneered at me. So, of course, I sneered right back at her. She screamed, "Help! There's an angry clown after me." I think I hate her. That's one of my favorite lines in the game. Help! There's an angry clown after me. Help! All right, what's up, Tortimer? Oh, wait, is this the vacation thing? Oh, this is the vacation thing!
Oh, Hylian. Now, listen close, Sprat. This is just between you and me, but I'm going to be taking an official vacation to this tropical island tomorrow. Oh, the sea turtles.
So he's a dirty old man.
What was I saying? Oh, there's a job I need you to do for me. Do you think you can help an old tortoise out?
Sure.
There's a good kid, Hylian. Straight and to the point. I like that about you. Anyways, here's what I want you to do. From tomorrow until the 22nd, I need you to turn on the lighthouse. It's as simple as all get out. All you have to do is flip the switch anytime between 6 and 10 p.m. I'll be back on the 23rd, so it's a fair responsibility. You know of anyone who you can rely on in Hyrule? Because it may not be a bad idea to cooperate with someone to make sure this thing gets done, huh? See if you manage to do it without missing a single day. I'll give everyone who helped a special present. Yepper? Just don't forget, Hylian. Do you understand the gist of what I want you to do?
Got it.
Gravy.
Gravy.
I'm counting on you, Hylian. Don't let an old tortoise down now. Every mayor deserves an occasional tropical frolic. That's not asking so much now, is it? Nope. You know, the next time you see me, I may be tanned golden brown. Wouldn't that be fantastic? Oh, yepper. If I get this belly tan, they'll have to peel those retired sea turtle babes off me with the spatula.
The spatula turtle sea babes. Let's go, my dude. Let's go. Captain Fox asks, did you ever collect the black box NES games? Those and the museum fossils were the two things I always did in GC Gamecube. Yes, I did always manage to collect as many of the NES games as I could. Always, yeah. What's up, Panama? You love the dialogue in this game? It's so good. It's just such a good game. I wonder if he thinks those sea turtles have peanut butter shins. It's a little too early for peanut butter shins, right? You gotta wait till noon at least before we start talking that.
Whoa, hey, if it isn't Hylian! With all this new snow, we ought to have a big snowball fight or something, right, Juicy? I don't think I have enough energy for it, though.
Yeah, me either, man.
So, what did you need me for, Juicy?
I want a job, man.
Since you insist, could you possibly get my watch back for me? Hazel ought to have it, but I don't know that I trust someone like that to return it to me, you know? Can you go ask about it and maybe get it back for me, Juicy?
Sure. Stop calling me Juicy.
Oh, well, that's the score. Get on it, Juicy. I just said...
all right. Never mind. Let's just go. She's right here. Turtle off his neck for vacation? I can't. Dude, stop. Stop. Kels, I said, oh, taking off his turtleneck for vacation. I can read. What's up, Kels? You know how many questions I get about your mom? You should let your mom know she's a celebrity. You know how many people show up and stream and they're like, yo, whose picture is that on your back wall? You should let her know. Oh, Hylian, good morning. I get so giddy when it snows, Nutmeg. So what can I do for you, Nutmeg? I'm picking up. Oh, I'm so sorry. I feel really bad for making you return this for me. From now on, when I borrow something, I'll try to return it myself, Nutmeg. That's right, Hazel. Get a clue, girl. I'm not your freaking patsy over here. I'll do it this once. Where you at, Rex? Where'd you go? I thought I could delete my own messages, but it didn't work. I mean, you could try the vanish, but I don't know if the bot can time out a mod. You can try exclamation point vanish. Yeah, there you go. Dun, 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 dun. What's up? How you doing, Ember? Welcome to the show today.
Oh, it's you. You can't seem to get enough of me today. You got a lot of time to kill or something. What's up?
I didn't realize that was a question. All right.
My watch! You brought it back! I couldn't sleep soundly without it. Thanks to you, I'll get a good night's sleep every night, Juicy. Oh, all I have is some stationery. I guess it'll have to do, Juicy. You don't mind, right? You sure helped out a lot. I'm really grateful. If I had done it myself, I'm sure I would have messed it up somehow, Juicy. Stop calling me Juicy. I hate it. Who gave him the catchphrase Juicy? Was it me? I don't think so. That's not Uniwow. Yeah, Hazel was different back in the day. So I can tell you how it works, but it's going to be a little bit brain breaky. Yo, we got a tier 2 coming in from Feisty for 43 months. Let's go, baby. So the way it works is that Hazel turned into Sally, and then they created a new squirrel named Hazel. And I won't overcomplicate it today. That's what happened. So yeah, Hazel is now Sally in New Horizons. And there's a new squirrel named Hazel that has a unibrow. But in the older games, there was just Hazel. And I don't believe there was a Sally. Wait, let's check. Let's go take a look real quick. I don't remember the lore. Oh, wait, no, there was. So this is why this is so confusing. Because there was Hazel and Sally, but then Sally turned into Hazel, and then Hazel got her own life, and now Hazel is Sally. And like, dude, it's so confusing. What did they do? Why did they do this?
So Sally is named Hazel in Animal Crossing GameCube. Her name used to be Callie. So yeah. So the way it works is that Sally was Callie and Hazel was Sally. And Callie didn't, and then they made Callie into Sally, and then they made Callie her own villager, and then they made Hazel their own villager. So it's like Sally was Callie, and now Sally. So Sally was Callie, and Hazel was Sally, and now Hazel is her own thing, and Sally is officially now Sally, and Callie is her own thing. So they took two squirrels and they split them into three squirrels.
That's all the time I've got. I gotta get back to playing Animal Crossing New Leaf on my Nintendo.
They took two squirrels and they split them into three squirrels. It's real weird stuff. It's real confusing. All right, it's real confusing. It's yeah. It's a real thing though. This is all real lore, by the way. I didn't make any of that up. Just for the record, I didn't make any of that up, by the way. That's all real, legit Animal Crossing lore. Just saying. I just got back from AFK. Could you repeat that? Well, Sally was Callie, and then Hazel was Sally, and then they turned Hazel into Callie, into Sally, and they made Hazel her own thing, and then... Sorry, I guess I'm in the mood to watch Wayne's World. Can you make a chart for this? I probably should. What's up, Ruby? Hey, man. Good to see you today. Something squirrely is up with the squirrels. Hey, Shadow Maiden. Welcome back today, dude. How you doing, Shadow Maiden? Y'all, if you're just tuning in, we finished the Sealed Palace yesterday. I'm so proud, dude. We did it. We actually beat the Sealed Palace yesterday. We freaking did it, man. Ocarina of Time. We're taking a break from Saturday morning cartoons so that we can prepare for the upcoming journey, which is Pokepia in just about 2 weeks. We have Pokepia on the horizon, about 3 weeks. And we also have a Stardew playthrough we're starting next week. So I figure we'll take a break from Saturday morning cartoons and we'll switch over to some Saturday Stardew or something like that, whatever we feel like doing, while we wait for Pokepia. Once Pokepia releases, we're going to be playing a lot of it. So I figure we might not want to start another playthrough until Pokepia is released. Captain Fox says somebody was acting nuts in game development. How did you enjoy it? I liked Sealed Palace a lot. I think Sealed Palace was perfect. It really was. There was only so many things about it that I didn't like, and those things that I didn't like were nothing more than just little things, you know, nothing worth mentioning. What's Pokepia? It's a Pokemon simulation game where you're gonna rebuild society again. It looks really good. It's a Switch 2 exclusive, unfortunately. Also, we got our money rock. It's a Switch 2 exclusive, unfortunately. It's coming out March 5th. Good morning, Blair. Ah, it's Hylian. Good morning to you, Nutlet. You appear to be the picture of health this morning. Aren't you the least bit cold? Aren't you too dense? Are you too dense to notice? What? Enough idle chit-chat. Yo, you got a job for me? I hate to disappoint you, but I really don't have any favors to ask of you. My apologies. Have you ever been inside an igloo in the winter? I hear it's surprisingly warm inside, even if it's made of ice. But wouldn't that mean it should melt from the inside? No, that's not how igloos work. Igloos really are a mystery, though. Not a mystery, but like, just super cool. MC, Minecraft is what he's referencing. So really, Pokopia is going to be Dragon Quest Builders meets a little bit of Animal Crossing meets a little bit of Minecraft. That's what everyone who's got a chance to play it has said. They said it's Dragon Quest Builders. It's literally the same team who did Dragon Quest Builders, but with a little bit of AC influence and a little bit of Minecraft influence. And that's what everyone who's had a chance to play it is saying. But it looks like it's going to be its own game, which is what I want. I don't want it to be a copy of anything. Do you plan on playing the new Mario Tennis? We did. We played 2 hours of Mario Tennis on Friday. I don't have the VOD up specifically, but you could go back and look for it in my like live section. And I enjoyed it. We showed off 2 hours of Mario Tennis, and I enjoyed it for what it was. It was my first Mario Tennis game since the 64. And my favorite part of the new Mario Tennis is that it felt very familiar. And I was able to pick it up and feel like I was playing, you know, for years, even though I wasn't. Otherwise, unfortunately, I thought that the story mode was going to be like super thick and fleshed out. But it turns out the story mode actually is only like 5 hours long, and it's really not a lot. And I guess I was expecting more on that front. So there is like a little bit of disappointment, but all in all, it was fun. And if you like tennis, it was pretty good. Now, it might not have been worth the $60, but I think there is $60 worth of content there if you really love the game. If you love tennis and you're willing to play online with strangers, you will get your $60 worth. But if you're not really willing to dive into the online play, there's not a ton of single player content for you, which kind of sucks. If Dragon Quest Builders didn't require interruptions from hordes, I would have loved it so much more. Yeah, I only played 2 hours of Dragon Quest Builders.
Who makes this much noise so early in the morning? What are you so enthusiastic about, Hylian? You don't throw a party just because it snowed, you know. Use that giant head of yours. Yeah, so what do you want?
What's up? What's up, Camel Frog?
Hey, Hylian, are you a diligent letter writer?
I never write.
You don't, huh? Well, I guess that's your business. I mean, maybe you don't have any friends to write.
Oh, wow.
But you know something? Letters make good memories that make people happy. You should give it a try. That's what I think.
Yeah, whatever, Camel Frog. I wasn't looking for life advice, idiot.
Hey, how's your morning, Hylian? You sure are an early riser. You love the dawn, huh?
Dude, I love Poco so much. He's so cute.
I was thinking last night that it was so cold, and sure enough, I wake up and it snows all morning. Yeah, killer. I love it. Fresh powder. I'm having so much fun. Hee hee. Shimona.
Look at him. He's literally
Shimona. Hee hee.
Shimona. This is Animal Crossing Gamecube for Nintendo Gamecube. It's also known as Population Growing.
Tell me, Hylian, what's new? Hee hee. There's a ton of snow on the ground. We could probably have a pretty awesome snowball fight. Let's do it. Let's have a snowball fight.
I'll do it.
I like your attitude, Hylian, but we probably shouldn't. I'd totally cream you and you'd start crying, and that's no fun.
Damn. Okay, no job. No, Poco was not in regular Animal Crossing Gamecube. No. This is a part of Deluxe Edition. This is my first time ever meeting Poco. I think he was either a Japanese exclusive or he was only in Japan. Like, I just said that twice. I think he was a Japanese exclusive. I think so.
Silence! Don't yell like that so early in the morning. And just who are you anyways, Joey?
I'm not Joey, I'm Josh.
Hylian. I suppose that's not an entirely unacceptable name. It'll do.
I don't know why I'm giving her this voice, but we're going with it.
My name is Sylvia. Quite charmed, I'm sure. It's Hylian. Ugh, it's still so cold every day. I never want to leave my bed. What can I do to make it through the flu season?
Nothing.
That's a good plan, too. After all, you catch a cold when your body is in a weak state. And if you don't do anything, you won't get weak.
That's not how that works, yeah? She caught herself. She's like, wait, that's backwards. The villagers seem much meaner. Yeah, they're definitely more relatable. What's up, Peanut? Hey, morning, Hylian. I heard humans catch colds easier than animals, you know. Don't let snow like this get you down. Oh, is that true? Uh-huh, I do have something. No, I'm lying. I don't. I'm sorry, but I don't. Sorry about lying too. Sorry. Okay. No, we won't be playing New Leaf today. I didn't want to start a new save file just to play New Leaf for like an hour. Yeah, we talked about it this morning as well. Yeah, I don't like New Leaf for just an hour for a new save file doesn't make any sense. So what I can do is I can transfer my save file to my computer, and then the next time that I want to play, I can emulate it and we can actually jam out on my original save. But unfortunately, my only option this week, due to my lack of knowledge, was just to either start a brand new save file or to just not showcase it. So you can always revisit your old save. No, I can't. That's the thing I'm saying. So here, let me rephrase because I didn't actually give you all the information. So unfortunately, my New Leaf, my 3DS capture card died, which means I can no longer stream my Animal Crossing New Leaf. So my only option was to emulate a brand new save file of New Leaf. And that isn't really an ideal situation for only an hour. I don't know about y'all, but in playing a brand new save file for an hour is nothing. Like, you don't accomplish anything. And I didn't know how long I was going to be playing each game. So, unfortunately, we're going to have to pass on New Leaf today. Now, I do have a solution. I can transfer my save file from my modded 3DS to my computer, and I could start playing my save file on my PC. However, I don't quite know how that works, and I didn't really take the time to look into it. I also am just nervous about doing it because, you know, transferring my save file is weird. You know, I'm kind of scared to do it. So yeah, no. I just didn't really have the option to set that up for y'all. All right, is this all fossils? Oh, we never sent this letter. We never mailed these letters out. Rip. All right, we're gonna mail these letters today. I'm so sad we never mailed these letters out. Dang. All right, we'll mail them out today. Yo, good morning, Brittany. What's up, Decoy? Hey. Ooh, I do love the fishbone t-shirt. We'll rock that today. Yeah, fishbone, dude. Fishbone. Very nice. Have you ever heard an animal crawl out of work due to a cold? I don't think so. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. It's funny. Chilling out a bit before work. Weekend warrior for life. Yo, the weekend warriors, dude. We salute you, man. What's up, Dreamy Gamer? What are you excited about, homie? Dude, I'm so happy fruit can stack in this game. It's a little bit cheat codey though. Stacking fruit does feel like a little cheat codey, but it's nice. It's a nice quality of life.
Blug. Morning. Whoa. I thought it was cold and I was just dreaming about the snow, but it looks like I couldn't be more wrong.
Derwin's so cute. You just got a gamer laptop? Nice, dude. Did you buy this blue clock off of me? He said something about tangy. Sure, I'll buy it. I don't mind spending money on furniture. All right, chill out, Derwin. I didn't feel like reading all that dialogue today. Derwin was yapping. I love the dialogue, but sometimes I don't feel like it. Yeah, Derwin's cute. I was dreaming about snow in the upper north Midwest, but it's going to be 62 today in February. I think fall spring is a thing, and I think it's going to get cold again for a little bit longer. And then I'm sure things will calm down. All right, we've met up with almost everybody. I would like to get another job if I can. Let's see if we can. Let's see if we can get another job here. Hey there, Hylian. Good morning. If I'd known it was gonna be this cold, I would have totally worn more layers or something. Yo, you need anything? Things have been so super boring lately. I mean, I can't remember the last time I got excited. It's because no one has sent me any letters. All right. I have a letter for Hazel. I could switch it to Tabby and just be lazy about it since we never got a chance to write Hazel. Nah, we got to save this letter. This letter was specifically for Hazel. It was about her unibrow. All right, let's write Tabby right here. All right. Kind of love that ugly cat. She's cute. I like her. Man, I bit my tongue at some point. I don't know when, but like the left side of my tongue hurts and it makes talking suck. which is rough for considering my job is talking. So it'll be a long day today. It's like, frick, dude. I feel like it messes with my speech because it's like it keeps bumping up against my teeth and it hurts. So it's making my speech off today. It's like, it's weird. I hate it so much. Give me 1 second here. I'm going to blow my nose. All right, let's write this letter for Tabby. Yo, Tabby. Do. Yo, Tabby. I thought you might like some fruit to munch on. Enjoy. All right, we're gonna hook her up with some fruit. Let's grab some fruit for her. Do. Oh wait, wrong letter. All right, let's take a quick stop at the museum and turn our fossil in. We're not in a rush here, so we can take our time. Yeah, the ACNH random aquarium events. Yes. Yes, dude. There's one coming to Michigan, I think. They've come close to Ohio, but they haven't come to Ohio yet. I really wish they would. Yo, what's up, Exhaustion? Good morning. Zwag? What time is it? I am so very sleepy. Oh dear, pardon me. 1,000 pardons. So terribly sorry. I'm afraid I'm a bit of a night. Ow. Yes? Yes, well, by the by, might there be something with which I can assist you? Dude, doing Blather's voice never gets old for me. How are you today? Doing all right. What's up, Miku? How you doing today? All right, nice. We got our fossil identified. So we've already finished the fossil side of the museum, I believe. So we don't really pay attention to the fossils anymore. They're just cash for us. Yeah, we finished the whole museum in this game, which is not a big feat, to be fair. So now every fossil we get is just cash. Now, that's a big part of this game, though, because just like every Animal Crossing, fossils are a really good source of money. So finishing your museum fossil selection or section feels really good in Animal Crossing games because it means that you get a perpetual cash flow every day after that. Now, in the newer games, it matters less because there's so many different ways to make money. But in this game, there wasn't a ton of ways to make money, so it mattered a lot, right? It mattered a ton, in fact. All right, we'll do 25. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, wow. Is it happening next Saturday, Taco? Hopefully it's not too expensive. I don't imagine it will be. All right, let's mail a letter. Now, because we got a job to mail a letter to Tabby, we're going to get an instant reply from Tabby. So every once in a while, in this game, you can ask the villagers for work. All right, so it's really cool. And this is a feature that was kind of left behind after this version of Animal Crossing. And I wish it wasn't. So for those of you that never played this game, you know how in New Horizons, the villagers can ask you to deliver something sometimes? They can come up to you and say, hey, I need you to deliver this gift to Tangy for whatever reason. Well, in this game, the whole game is based off of this job feature. And this idea that you do work for all of the different villagers. So you go around and you ask for work. And sometimes they give you work, sometimes they don't. It just depends. And the work is usually a delivery. Sometimes it's a pickup. Go pick this item up for me. Go deliver this item for me. That's the kind of work usually. Sometimes there's a couple other things. So here's Tad. I'm going to ask him for work. Today, as usual, I'm going to get out there and give 110% slurp. Hylian, you ought to do the same. Oh yeah, baby. So I'm going to say I want a job. So he doesn't have any work for me. So I can go around my town and I can ask for work. And job hunting gives you a reward. So you do a job, you get a reward. Usually it could be furniture, clothing, stationery, bells, and it's how you kind of earn cash in this game. So the job feature, again, no longer really exists outside of the random events that can happen in like New Horizons. But one of the cool features of this game is sometimes those jobs can be different from a delivery. For example, sometimes the job can be write me a letter. But the cool part is normally mail takes a whole day to be delivered. You put your mail in, and usually you don't get a reply from a villager till the next day. Maybe at 5 p.m. Mail delivery if you're lucky. But if you have a job to write them a letter, they reply instantly. And this has always been a cool interaction, so we're gonna go get an instant letter back. Really? You don't mind? In that case, could you take these clothes to Rex? So over my life, I've learned, now this might just be confirmation biased, the faster you do a job, the more likely you are to get better loot, the better reward. Sometimes the job can take longer because the villagers will give you the runaround. So it's not always in your hands. But generally speaking, the faster you do a job, the better the rewards you get. That's like my experience growing up, but that's not really how it always works. And I don't even know if the game is actually coded to work that way. I'm just going off of my personal experience growing up. All right, so Rex got a new shirt and he gave me a piece of furniture. That's the best thing we can get because usually it's worth more than any bells they'll give you. And sometimes it's how you get a new piece of furniture to decorate with. We got ourselves a red sofa. Cool. Neato. What's up, Cinderella? Gonzo and Tad are also on your New Horizons island? Nice. I love when there's crossover between our games. I love that. I love that. It's also snowing here, I think, this morning. It was this morning. It's not snowing anymore. But it was briefly this morning, I think. All right, so who did I write that letter for? Tabby. Let's go find Tabby. And she's going to reply right away. Because again, it was a job. It wasn't just any old letter. It was a request for a letter. You're just in time. I have something important to tell you. I sent you a letter just a little while ago. So just make sure you check your mailbox. So no, you see, Meg, so I delivered the letter that she requested for with a job. I talked to Hazel, and now she tells me she sent me a letter back. Now the letter will be sitting in my mailbox, waiting to be picked up. So this is a rare interaction that only happens if they request a letter for a job, like as if you ask them, do you have any work for me? And then they say something like, you know, I really like letters. Letters are so nice. And then they're like hinting at you giving them a letter. So you give them one and then you'll get that rare interaction. You don't have to wait a whole day to get your reply. Hello, hi, yoo-hoo, it's me. I can't thank you enough for that letter. I hope you'll send me more soon. I promise to write back. Wait, I just did. See you soon. Tabby. We'll get ourselves a little bit of gift here. An 18 mat tatami. All right. Was there a door in that tree? No. No doors in trees. No doors in trees. Not that I know of. Bum, bum, bum. I don't think so. Wouldn't that be sick if there was like a feature I didn't know about? That'd be so sick. All right, let's sell some more fruit. Tangy's been waiting for her Pokemon Pikachu for 15 years. Sailor Scout Megan, dude, you left her hanging. I've been playing a horror game. It only released part 1, but because it was a passion project, it depended on support if they made more. Not gonna lie, I had actually given up hope that there was gonna be a part 2, but today I learned they made a 1-minute teaser trailer for part 2. Nice. You sure like your scary games. I can't stomach them. Animal Crossing GameCube music is a bop. It's so good. It's so freaking good. Hylian, in my opinion, New Horizons is the best in the series. I think so too. I think so too. I think it's the best Animal Crossing game. You just finished the job for Bob. Nice. Bobbert. What did you get in return? Most horror games involve shooting, otherwise I would play more. Did you ever play Amnesia Dark Descent or just the Amnesia games in general? I think you might have. I can't remember. Good games overall. I only played one, like, right when it first came out, like, 15 years ago. Oh, wow, this is a super cute paper. Look at this vine paper. You played them all except the last one? Yeah. I played part of the first one, like 15 years ago, and it scared the britches off me, and I was cold. At that point, I was cold, naked, and afraid, and I turned the game off and I never played it again. It's coffee time and Hylian time. God, I need so much coffee. Dude, you and me both, man. Cheers. What up, Gingy? Thanks for tuning in early this morning. Good to see you. Well, I mean, I guess it's 9 a.m. for you, yeah? So we're getting there. No, I've never heard of the park. What a message to hear right when I join the stream. Yo, what up, Flip Toast? Flippy, are you into Diablo 2? I can't remember if you're a Blizzard Entertainment enjoyer. Is that something that you F with, or do you stay away from that? You do. So did you hear about the new Diablo character? They dropped a Warlock, man. And it's sick. The first new character in 25 years, dude. And it's fun. And it fits the vibe of D2 really well. I'm real excited. I've been enjoying it. I've been playing pretty casual. I would like to play some for all of you on my channel. Just like a casual night stream where I just sit around and play some Diablo. Yo, Gingy Ginger, do you remember going through the campaign with me on stream? You remember how fun that was, bud? Wasn't that a blast, dude? I still have the VODs on YouTube. It was you and I. Every day you showed up. Every day. I'm pretty sure you were there for every step of the way, besides for maybe like a couple quests. And we went all the way through Act 5 and we wrapped it up for the show. It was super cool, man. I was pretty excited. It's about time they made a character that uses the power of hell against hell. I know, right? I know, right, dude? And it's good. It's a good character. They did a really good job. Oh, we have a new KK Slider song. I forgot that KK Slider songs sell in the shop now. I would be set for a D2 playthrough. Yeah, we've done one D2 playthrough of Resurrected. And I think it's on YouTube. It might not be released, but it's there. I'll get it released ASAP. Now, the problem is Resurrected doesn't really run the best on my rig. It used to not. I'm not sure if it's better. When Resurrected released, I didn't have my new computer yet. So I'm pretty sure I could play Resurrected for y'all now. I think I can. So yeah, that's the only thing I haven't tested. Unfortunately, when I tried to play back in 2021, I hadn't gotten my upgraded rig yet. And it was like so hard to play on stream. It kept like destroying my broadcast. So it would be nice to try again. I'll have to look into it. I really want to play Diablo 1. I never played Diablo 1 to completion, and I was hoping they would announce a remake for it. Part of me would really love to play Diablo 1 because I know it's good, but it came out, it was a little before my time. Anybody else? It was a little before my time, you know, and like, I just never really got into Diablo 1. I tried, I played it a little bit, but I never got into it. I really want to sit down and give that game a real chance because I think I would love it. Ooh, nice. We got the 12 noon music. You know which I would recommend most is Bendy and the Ink Machine. People have wanted me to play Bendy and the Ink Machine on stream. That's been suggested before. You've been playing the Warlock. It's so broken and fun. It's weird having a busted character early on. Yeah, they're probably gonna nerf the character a little bit, but still, it's still gonna be great. Yeah, I've played PoE. Yeah, oh yeah, I played PoE 1 and I've played PoE 2, and I really like them both. I would honestly be playing PoE 2 right now regularly, but it takes up so much data on my hard drive, and I have a little baby terabyte, so I have to be careful about what I have installed. So, but I love PoE. I'm also a fan of like ARPGs that are not adjacent, like ARPG adjacent games, like isometric games like Hades, right? Hades has that same isometric feel, even though it's not an ARPG technically, you know, whatever genre BS. But like, I'm a big fan of a lot of isometric games. Hades. Y'all ever played the what are those old single player Diablo games that came out years and years and years ago? Hold on. Years and years. We're talking like Torchlight. Yes. I'm a big fan of Torchlight 1 and 2. I think there's a third. I'm a big fan of Torchlight. I love those games so much. I'm so glad you knew what I was thinking, dude. Torchlight is so good. Yeah, I played the original Baldur's Gates 1 and 2 and Neverwinter Nights. I love those games as well. I'm a huge Neverwinter Nights fan, and I'm a relatively large Baldur's Gate fan. You know, whatever. I played 1 and 2. I didn't play the third yet. Yeah. Torchlight. My buddy and I played D1 before D4 came out, and while it's good, it needs some modern love. Yeah, I would have really liked for them to remake it. I thought they were gonna. I really hope the total secret announcement that they accidentally hinted to at the end of this stream is actually Diablo 1 remade. Oh, so did they hint to another announcement, Piccolo? Do we still have hope that Diablo 1 is gonna happen? A remake, maybe? Dude, that's cool, Gingy. Dude, Gauntlet Legends! Yes, dude, Gauntlet Legends for GameCube is one of the best games ever getting made, man. Yes, dude. So Diablo 2 originally was a PC game, to answer this question. However, Diablo 2 Resurrected is a Switch game. Sorry, Fliptoast. I didn't mean to delete your message. That was my bad. Yeah, don't worry. Just ignore that, dude. That was just a misclick. Yeah, my bad. Yeah, so Diablo 2 Resurrected, the remake, is on Switch 2. So if there's anybody out there who's interested, like, it is a Switch 2 game. Oh, hey, Tingy. Oops. Sorry. I just felt like shouting your name. Oh, she's so cute. They can, your villagers can wave to you now and say hi to you. It's so cute. They did a little bit of like a tease. Dude, honestly, Diablo 1 getting a remake would be cool, man. Champions of Norath is my jam, dude. Here's another one. What about Marvel Ultimate Alliance? Y'all, I own Marvel Ultimate Alliance on my Switch. It took them 15 years to release the sequel. I bought it for my Switch. I played it for an hour, never played it again. And I waited 15 years for it. I don't know why. I just it didn't click for me for some reason. I don't know if they messed it up. I don't really know. I gotta go back and try it again. I never played it again. And it sucks because I waited 15 years for that sequel and I just didn't even touch it. I don't know if it was too long, they waited too long and I just wasn't in the mood at the time. Never played the new one. Yeah, 1 and 2 Ultimate Alliance were awesome. Bendy and the Dark Revival's a better game than Ink Machine because you can definitely see that Ink Machine was released in parts and Dark Revival was a whole. See, I prefer games released as a whole. That makes sense. You can really tell sometimes in a game. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, it seems like Captain Fox is also referencing the 64 version of Gauntlet Legends. You know, I played Gauntlet Legends 64, but the one that I really got into was GameCube. That was the one that really locked in for me. Diablo-style D&D games? Yeah, stuff like Neverwinter Nights. Neverwinter Nights is such a good game. I love that game so much. It's actually on the Switch, funny enough. Would you play any spooky games that are coming out? Spoopy is okay. So for example, you mentioned Grave Seasons. So Grave Seasons is a farming sim that's spooky, right? I'm into that kind of stuff. I'm not into scary games. I'm a regular Chucky Finster, and I'm just not into scary games. But I am into games that are spoopy. So I don't mind if a game has a dark theme or a scary or spoopy theme. And that's why Grave Seasons is a really great catalyst or a great game. Like a good example of a game that I would play even if it was a little scary. Because it's not the kind of scary that bothers me. You know what I mean? So yeah, Grave Seasons is something that I've had my eye on. Now, I'm not sure about Elderfield. I don't know what that is. Same idea. Something went wrong. What? Same idea. Looks great. It's probably my ad blocker. Yeah, same idea. Looks like a cool little pixel creepy farming sim. Yeah, it looks great. I mean, it looks like something I would be interested in. Neverwinter Nights was my first D&D video game experience. Same, dude. Wow, we have a very similar upbringing when it comes to that. Yeah, same. I was playing on my old Dude You Got a Dell, the 2002 400. What was it? $299, $399. Dude You Got a Dell. I was playing Neverwinter Nights on disc, CD, and I have a fun story about that, Piccolo. Listen to this. You guys, did any of you ever try to pirate games back in the day? And when you would try to copy the CD, there would be a blocker put on, and it would stop copying it halfway through, and it would be like, sorry, you're not allowed to like steal this material. Well, listen to this. One day, I was trying to copy Neverwinter Nights from my buddy because I wanted to keep playing it, but my buddy owned it and I didn't. And I'm like 11, 12 years old. Yeah, 12, 13. And I start trying to burn Neverwinter Nights. And halfway through the burning process of disc 1, it stops and it says you're not allowed to steal this. And I'm like, oh man. I give the copy of the games back to my friend and I just go on not being able to play Neverwinter Nights. Randomly, about a month later, I decided to just plug the disc into my computer. I was like, I don't know, maybe it'll work. I was itching so bad to play Neverwinter Nights. Guess what? Full game loaded up. Full game worked. I played the whole game off of a burnt disc that said that it wasn't burnt. It was like magic. I never to this day understood what happened. For some reason, the disc would just play the whole game and I got to play the whole game. I got to play everything. I played online, I played offline, I played everything. I did it all. All off of a half burnt disc copy of the game. It was insane. Like I never understood what happened to this day. I was just like, oh. And I was so happy as a kid because I got to play it. I got to play the whole game from the comfort of my home. There was a BS message to convince you to toss the disc, but never actually interrupted the process. Apparently, yeah, I don't know. All I know is that I was so happy as a kid, dude. And who would have thought? Who would have thought, like, if I would have never tried the disc again, you know? You got very lucky. Yeah, maybe the disc was just to launch it since I had the game already installed from my friend's disc. That makes sense. Yeah, maybe at that point, all I needed was this half-burnt disc to get the game loaded up. Yeah, right? Like, maybe that's what was going on. The old EPSXE emulator. We used to do that for Age of Empire LAN parties. Dude, that's so sick. That's so sick, man. It's so warm inside this igloo. Doesn't that weird you out? Oh, it's so toasty in here. I don't want to go outside, neighbor. I know, isn't the igloo amazing? Wow, I wish I would have known that as a kid, Piccolo. Because I didn't. It's so warm inside this igloo. Okay, you want to play a game? Wait, how much money do I have on me? Uh-oh. I'll play. I have 5 pieces of furniture. Eileen, I'd like you to buy one. I'll say each one's name and price, one at a time, and you just holler when you hear one you like. But if you don't say anything at all, you'll be forced to buy the 5th one. Cabin clock. Next. Congo drum. Next. Yeah, so Dreamcast was known for that, though. Right, like Dreamcast was known for playing burnt games, and yeah, that's actually why I want a Dreamcast. I was talking to my lady about it. I was like, one of the main reasons I want a Dreamcast is because I wouldn't have to buy any games, and I wouldn't even have to mod it. If you get like an early enough generation, I believe, but it might be all of them, you can just play burnt disc. And I have a CD drive ready to go on my extra computer. I'm ready to burn some disc. Yeah, what's up, Spanko Nasty? A rocket? Nope. Next. An igloo model. Wait, is that, wait a second. This might be one of the rare items. I'm checking. It is. It's one of the rare items. It's one of the rare items. Yo, it's one of the rare items, dude. Yo, dude. I want it. Yes. Yes. Yo, Mill Simmers, dude, you were scamming them even as a kid. I love that. The Sims 3 scams. Do you want to know what the 5th item was? It was a lily pad table. Oh, I'm so glad I dodged a bullet. All right, I'm out of here. I'm not going to push my luck. I'm not going to push my luck. I'm going straight home with this loot right now. I only got charged 2,000 bells. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun. My basement and my AC has a whole town models displayed. That's what I want to do with my basement. Hylian with his igloo model. Yeah, zoom in home. I love that, Brittany. You're so, Brittany, how are you, man? Are you doing okay, dude? It's so good to see you. That's so funny. I'm going to put it right here. Oh, it even has a little light. Look. Yeah, H does people run. Aren't you not supposed to run? No, in this game, it's okay. In this game, running is not a big deal. You're talking about city folk, which is, yes, you're right. You got to be careful about running in that game. In this game, it's okay. Yeah, it's fine. You're not going to destroy the grass. All right, let's take the 30,000 out. Make sure that we're not getting robbed. Honestly, we could go for a save. That's not a bad call. That's actually not a bad call. Let's do a quick save and continue. My town and city folk had 0 grass. Save. Save and continue. Wait. Oh, you choose that when you go in the house. Yeah, we'll save and continue real quick. Save and continue. Always smart, especially on an emulator. Always a good call. I like her busted face. Yeah, the Sims 4 DLC unlocker. A lot of people are hip to that. Yeah. There was like some weird controversy around it, but like apparently the Sims 4 fans were getting like a little bit weird about it, and the guy was like who created it was like doing it out of the gracefulness of his heart, and he like wasn't charging or anything, but then people started getting like demandy about it. I don't remember the details, but I heard about that not too long ago. There was like some drama in the Sims 4 community. Another Lily of the Valley. Our perfect town is growing. Oh, look at that. Nice. Taking you with me? I'm gonna put you around my house. My wife and I do enjoy The Sims. We just gave it up because we couldn't hang with the $1,000 of DLC they kept adding. Yeah. If you guys have a decent computer, you could look into just modding the DLC in. But you know, I understand just moving on. Looks like the pea shooters from Plants vs. Zombies. That's a funny reference, actually. The guy who created it felt really underappreciated because people were being rude and entitled because he wasn't putting out updates as fast as they wanted. And what he did with his program was completely free. So he took his part off the internet. You can still find it in some places, but you can't find it directly through him at the moment. but he does have a habit of coming back. Yeah, doesn't that suck when people get entitled and weird and they can't just get off their freaking butts and like leave the dude alone? That's the worst thing ever. Yo, I'm gonna do this super cool thing for everybody and then everyone's gonna get entitled and weird about it. Like, sometimes I hate the internet so much, dude. It's like, what are you doing? People are so dumb sometimes. You know, not to be rude, but sometimes the truth hurts. The Sims community feels like Mean Girls sometime. Is that true? Well, they were rude first. Yo, Balloon in the Twitch chat. What's up, our leftover lizard? Yeah, I don't know all the drama, but you know. What's your thoughts on Rossetti? I like Rossetti. Rossetti's cool. I've always loved Rossetti. Bum ba bum 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 bum. Rossetti's character arc in AC&H is gold. I agree. I really like what they did with Rossetti and AC&H. Actually, we should go back in there and see what's on sale today. Oh, Jin, that sucks, dude. That's yikes, man. I can imagine. Yeah, people do just get really entitled with stuff for some reason. That's the word. They just get entitled. I can only imagine how that feels as a creator, you know? My cousin and me would reset our game so much just to see his different lines. A wooden toilet? Yeah. We're getting old school out here. Yeah, you heard that right. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, I liked Sealed Palace the way it was. Outside of a couple run-ins to Jank that were just unfortunate circumstances of playing a ROM hack, you did a really good job on that. You know, not that I'm trying to gas you up, and you weren't fishing for a compliment. You know, obviously, but yeah, it was great, dude. It was a lot of fun. I would play that ROM hack again, like I was revisiting Ocarina, or do like a randomizer in it. That would be nuts. I barely know Ocarina, let alone that game. It'd be fun. I wouldn't want a wooden toilet. That thing would give me splinters. No worse than using Scott brand toilet paper. The sandpaper of the toilet paper universe. True. All right. Don't remind me of my COVID days. The fuzzy and wood grain toilet seat era was a weird part of the 90s. I remember that area of the 90s, actually. I didn't think about splinters. Fabric toilet seats, please, no. You know, I was watching something with my babe and they showed a shag carpet in a bathroom. And we were both like, oh, she was like, oh, I'm like, no, you don't want to have a shag carpet around your toilet. Like, what happens if like you dribble some pee or something? like that's not good. Like, that's gross. What about all the poop particles? You know, not to get too gross here. I'll move on, but what about all the poop particles, you know, like floating around? Anyways, there's been worse conversations here, I suppose, but I'm gonna move on. No, flip toast, no. No, lemons and limes, listen here, dude. I've got new curtains since then, and I have a new system in place now. It doesn't happen anymore. Stop. Let me live. Let me live. I'm never letting it go. Dang it, I didn't want to kill that flower. What time is it? I'm so very sleepy. That's funny, blue-eyed Sam. Good timing. Oh wait, I don't want to donate. I want you to identify my fossils. I'm worried when I came back too. Nah, don't overthink it. What a time to tune back in though. Ooh, multiple mysteries in stone. How exciting. My soul is aflutter. Now, I shall expose their secrets. I see. Incredible. Woohoo! Indeed, these were no small feat to identify. Every small chip tells a unique story, eh, what? Time is a cruel mistress, Oh my apologies. I was thoroughly engrossed. I shall return these specimens to your care. Ooh. Yeah, I like Rossetti. Rossetti's one of my favorite characters. You know, I just noticed something. Why is the master hand the hand? Has it always been the master hand? Wait, has the hand in this game always been the master hand? Is that like an Easter egg that I'm just noticing for the first time in 20 years? This is totally Master Hand from Smash Brothers. Dude, this is totally Master Hand from Smash Brothers, dude. And maybe a little bit of Glover. Maybe like a little bit of Glover inspiration, I suppose. I don't know. All right, we got this snowball that I would like to maybe build up. Let's go find the other snowball first. Oh, these two are pissed off. If we know where our other snowball is, it might help us. Let's see if we can get a job. What's up, Poco? Dang, no work, dude. Poco, you better start giving me work or else. We could shake trees to catch bays, but I'd rather sell fruit right now. And then we need to find the other snowball. And then from there, we could try to make a snowman. The cursor is higher poly than your hand. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. The cursor is insane. Like, I don't know if it's like an Easter egg that the creator of the mod pack put in, or if it's just always been that good and I'm just so happening to notice it now. I don't know, man. I'm clearly losing it. I thought you couldn't get your fossils assessed by Blathers in Gamecube. Yeah, you can't, but Illumina, we're playing the Deluxe Edition. And the Deluxe Edition allows you to identify fossils with Blathers. It's Deluxe! It's Deluxe! Watering can. All right, let's go. I guess if it's snowing, we don't have to water, I'm assuming. There's our axe. I need to go see if we have a shovel sitting at home and we can make a golden tree. Yeah, so the way it works is that now you mail the assessed fossils and you get mailed back bells. But more bells than if you were to sell them at the shop. So you have choices. You could identify the fossils with Blathers, and you could sell the assessed fossils for more cash than Tom Nook will give you via the mail, or you could still mail the fossils and get them identified like normal, just like the original. So you have the choice to play the game regularly if you want to. Store an item. Oh, we do have a shovel. That means we're getting another golden tree. Or at least we have an attempt at another golden tree. An attempt. Boom, 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 boom. I always love waiting for the mail the next day to see what fossils I got. Oh my gosh, balloon. Where's it at? Where's it at? I don't see it. You guys see the balloon? Where's it at? It's got to be up here. I don't know where it is. Frick. It had to have been going diagonal up here. Right? Was it going down? It's gone by now, dude. There's no way. I don't... Frick. They go by pretty fast. What? Gonzo's in his house. That's not normal. What? Gonzo was walking on his roof. That's got to be a glitch. That is 100% a deluxe edition glitch. That is 100%. He was trying to get the balloon. Homie didn't have a slingshot, so he was like, I'll just climb on up here. Maybe I'll have a chance. Homie was on the roof of the house, walking around. How trippy is that? I've never seen that. It's got to be a glitch with Deluxe Edition for sure. Yeah, he's trying to get the balloon. It's a vanilla glitch, but it happens more in DX because of borderless acres. Oh, wow. That's a vanilla glitch, dude. That's sick. I don't think I've ever seen that in vanilla. Hey, what? Get out of the way, Tabby. Tabby, I'm busy. You got any work for me? No. What's up, Cuyler? It's a really rare glitch in vanilla. That's so sick. Tabby is so scary. Tabby probably thinks you're scary. You ever think of that? Unbelievable. The different view angles and smooth acre scrolling is a nice perk, I'm realizing. It's really nice. She's based off the cat bus from Kiki's delivery service. Dude, I never caught that before. You might be right about that, actually. That's so interesting. Yeah, I never thought about that. Nice, we got ourselves a golden sapling. Let's hope that it actually grows. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. What do you do with the golden shovel once you get it? Sell them for profit? No, I don't shake the trees. I don't do this to get more golden shovels. I actually leave the golden shovel in the tree. I do it for the golden tree itself because I have a dream where I have an Animal Crossing Gamecube save with a butt ton of golden trees everywhere. I've always wanted to do that. I think the most I've ever had in my save is like maybe 10 to 15. Maybe like 10, 15 at most I've ever had. So I just like to have golden trees laying around. Like here's one right here. Have you made the golden cedar yet? No, I forgot about the golden cedar. How do I do it again? Do I just plant a cedar sapling in the golden spot? I completely forgot that's a deluxe thing. We'll have to remember that for the future. I completely forgot about that. So many new features, so little memory. Can you not grow multiple golden trees if you shake the shovel out of it? No, so the way that a golden tree gets grown is you have to plant a regular shovel in the golden spot. I don't think it works with the golden shovel. So you have to buy you have to buy regular shovels. All right, we found the other half of the snowball. Oh. Oh, and we lost it. And there goes my hope and dreams melting away. My hopes, my dreams, my passion, everything dwindling down the drain so elegantly. Yep, there it goes. Adios. Okay. What up, baby? What up, Light Kari? The snowballs respawn? Yeah, I know. Thank you. I do know that, yeah. Bum, 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 bum. You will be missed, Snowball. Freaking Snowball, dude. Freaking Snowball. Oh, wow. They're both happy. Let's see if I can get some loot. Why are you talking to me? What's going on? I guess it's cool to play Red Rover in the snow these days. I'm way too old for that. Okay. Red Rover, Red Rover. All right, Poco's very eclectic house. Poco the bear is so cute. I do like Poco the bear, and I think he's pretty darn cute. I'm liking him a lot. I'm liking him a lot. I've taken a liking to old Poco. All right, let's go fill up our inventory with a bunch of fruit to sell, just to kind of get our cash flow going again. Gingy Ginger. I know who I'm picking for my team. I know I'm picking for my team. Yo, get out of my way. What the heck? Rex, you hooligan, you big old head. Okay, here's some fruit. Yeah, let's sop some fruit up, and then we can pay off another 100,000 bells today. Another 100,000 bello, which will be nice. Oh, another chance at a pattern stump. Let's do it. Pattern stump, please. Oh. Well, we try again. Wait. That's not supposed to happen that way. I buried the basket instead of one cherry. That's so cool. I didn't even know that was a thing, dude. That's sick. I agree, but people kept begging me for it, so I relented. Yeah, we talked a little bit about it, so I kind of knew your opinion on it. So I was surprised to see the update, but I think we talked a little bit about it. But I don't mind. I think that some things are good. I think some quality of life you should relinquish on. Not everything. I think some things are important to the integrity of a game, but I will say it's nice. Like, while I'm sitting here wincing, I love it. Yeah, so L-Rob, in Animal Crossing New Leaf, you could cut a tree down, and that tree could have a pattern stump. And the patterns could be all sorts of things. It could be like a Triforce, an orange slice, a butterfly. And that feature did not make it to New Horizons, unfortunately. But the developer of this ROM hack here, I should just say their name, Cuyler, they added the pattern stump mechanic to this game, which is pretty cool. And you can access it. People are asking for seashells to stack next. Oh my gosh. Yeah, you can access that feature. So it's really cool. And I'm trying to get a pattern stump right there on the beach to be cute, so I can sit there and stare out to the ocean. If we ever add silver tools, the silver axe will make pattern stumps less rare and have unique ones. Oh, New Leaf, my beloved. How to make everyone happy with game dev? Yeah, it is. And here's the thing: once you pop, they don't stop, right? So once you start adding quality of life, then people go, well, why don't you add this too? You know, they just need to add everything. The ACNH, yeah, man. The next Animal Crossing game just needs to be a little bit of everything. I could not agree with that statement more. All right, nice. Let's go pay off our debt. A nice $100,000. Boom, boom. You know, the same thing, I was recently watching a video about this concept of a game called WoW Classic Plus, and there's a whole dialogue around this idea of them making a plus version of the classic game World of Warcraft. And essentially it's like, it would be like RuneScape. So RuneScape has done a really good job like creating horizontal content, where they've been adding new content to the game that's like 25 years old. And people want them to do that for World of Warcraft. They want them to make new content for the 25-year-old game. And the fans recently got together and put out this massive poll asking everybody what they would want Classic Plus to look like. And the results came back. And the majority of the questions are like terribly 50-50. Like, everyone is terribly split on everything. And it just goes to show you that like nobody really knows what they want out of a Classic Plus. Like, nobody knows. Like, I do not envy Blizzard trying to create the perfect Classic Plus version, because no matter what, they're going to be pissing everybody off. At least 50% is going to be mad, because at least 50% want something different than the other half. So no matter what, they're going to be ruining someone's favorite perfect imagining of a game. And it's like, I do not envy the position they're in to create the right experience for Classic Plus, because like there is no right or wrong answer. Like, they just have to go with their gut, which not enough developers do nowadays. Like, truly go with their gut. It's just unfortunate that sometimes when they do, they fail. Like, a lot of the research with Highguard, for those that aren't too deep in the gaming space, this game called Highguard got a lot of news because it was the final game that was showcased at the end of the Game Awards. So it got a lot of hype built around it, and the gaming community picked it to pieces. They literally shredded it since first sight. And while some of the criticism was validated, some of it was just gamers being gamers and just being jerkwads. Some of it had to do with people being burnt out of that genre of games. Some of it had to do, you know, with gamers just wanting to complain about something. However, the point is the game didn't do well. It came out, it ran out the gate, had 100,000 people playing it, and within 5 days, it's down to 2,000. They've already fired everyone that works at the company, and now they're sitting on a game that's basically inevitably dead because they attempted to go for the live service high again. Everyone wants to be Fortnite, and everyone's failing to do so. So here's a studio of great developers that worked on games like Titan Quest and other notable entries. And instead of making a good single player game, they tried to make a new live service, and now they're bankrupt. When will they learn? Now, the reason I brought this up wasn't to complain about live service, but it's always nice to complain a little bit about live service because it's trash most of the time. But the reason I brought this up was because that company thought that they had gold. So recently, a Twitter post came out where one of the developers came at the gamers. They attacked us, and they were like, if it wasn't for gaming culture, our game would have succeeded. It was gamers not giving new stuff a chance. They picked it apart. Instead of seeing the trees for the forest, they couldn't do that. They couldn't see that their game failed because their game sucked, because they tried to make a live service game and everyone's sick of it. So this guy comes out complaining and yelling at the gamers like we did something wrong, when, to be fair, gamers are really brutal. And if your game is even an air of bad, they're gonna sniff it out and they're gonna beat it into the ground. So the guy was partially correct. He's like, yeah, you're right, dude. Gamers are brutal. But you totally made the wrong decision coming after us and trying to blame us for your failure. But again, I didn't bring this up to make fun of this guy. The reason I brought this up is to tell you one thing. I'm just trying to give you the knowledge so you understand the groundwork. This guy said that their whole team was confident their game was going to succeed. He said that multiple people in the industry echo chambered that the game was going to be good. That they thought they were stumbling across gold. He said he truly believed that they were about to release the next best game out there. That they believed they were on to something perfect. And their gut and all these other people in the industry were telling them that they were on the heels of something amazing. Well, so here's the thing. While I think developers do need to follow their gut, and you do need to sometimes just release a game and see what happens. It doesn't always work. And here was Highguard feeling so confident after 3 years of development that they were going to be the ones to release the new Fortnite. And they got destroyed. They got destroyed. They wasted 3 years of their life. They put out nothing but a trash heap. And here we are now without a good game. When the developers of Titan Quest and Apex Legends could have came together and gave us a real game, they instead opted to give us trash. And well, guess what? It got trashed on. It's so sucky, right? It's such a terrible situation. And it just sucks because I hate to see a company who I believe to do it right. They didn't do an 8-year-long beta. Pretty sure Fortnite's still in early access, by the way. Pretty sure Fortnite's still technically early access, by the way. They didn't do the early access grind. They didn't try to do 18 betas and let a community of gamers tell them how to develop a game. I felt like they did it right. They should have been confident in their product. I wish more developers were. I wish more developers stopped trying so hard to hear what all the gamers have to say and would release a game that they were confident that would be good and give us something original and unique. However, sometimes maybe you do need a little help. And sometimes maybe you should ask for advice. And unfortunately, Highguard made the wrong decision. And they would have really benefited from releasing the game early and like letting people test it out and like and gotten feedback. They actually would have really benefited from like a beta. So it goes to show you, like, while I do believe that more confidence in gaming would be good, I think early access sometimes ruins games. And I think that some companies are not confident enough in what they're trying to provide. I do think that there's a thin line, and sometimes it is probably important to put your game in early access to get feedback and to make it a better experience. So it kind of sucks to see Highguard fail when they tried hard. They tried, man. And here's the thing with Fortnite. It was never meant to be a game it is now, right? Fortnite was like a zombie single player game, and now it's like a multiplayer. The version of Fortnite that got popular was a side game. It was a free-to-play side game that you would get if you paid for the real game. Yeah, that's right. That's all facts. That's all factual. That is all factual, yeah. Was it really that bad? So the truth is that High Guard wasn't that bad at all. That's the worst part about it. It actually wasn't a bad game. It really wasn't. It just so happened to get really bad marketing, really bad press, and it released in an era where everyone's burnt out of live service. That's actually the problem. The game itself actually wasn't bad conceptually. It was really bad in execution. And isn't that the most tragic part of the tale? That they actually were stumbling across something that could have been a hit. But their execution was so terrible that they dropped the ball. It could have been a good game, but there was a lot against them. And the big thing that was against them is that gamers are making a clear stance against live service. We're sick of it. And I'm not speaking for everyone here, but I'm telling you right now, the majority of gamers are burnt out of live service. Yet these companies are convinced that they can be the one to strike gold. And it's like, we're done. We're over it. Stop trying because we're done. Like, we do not want these games anymore. And until you get it through your thick skull. And here's the worst part. Somebody is going to strike gold. And the cycle's going to continue. The worst part is that there's going to be another 15, 20 failed live services. But there's going to be one that makes it. And the cycle's going to continue. There's going to be one that gamers actually like. There's going to be one that gamers are actually going to enjoy. And then the cycle is going to continue. And they're going to blow up and they're going to get popular. And it's going to happen again. And everyone's going to continue to chase the high instead of making good games. And it's just so disappointing that there's like really no end to this cycle. Because I guarantee you one will hit. Dude, if you throw enough pasta at the wall, one of the noodles are going to stick. If you throw enough money and burn it in the garbage can, you know, at some point you might stop burning cash and you might make a hit, you know, like, so that the worst part is like somebody's going to strike gold and then the next Fortnite's going to take over society and then they're going to keep trying, you know? So a live service game is a game that is designed around a perpetual gameplay content loop and release. So Fortnite is the most popular version of a live service. The other examples of a live service game would be Apex Legends, League of Legends, a lot of Legends. Another example would be Call of Duty Warzone or I don't know, other games. But essentially the live service model, what you need to know about live service is usually live service is free to play with microtransactions. So it's a game that anybody can play, but they make their money off of whales and microtransactions. That's generally how free to play works. So like Palia, right? But not every live service game is free to play. That's not quite how that works. But the majority of them are. Some of them you pay for them and then they continue to give content via like a subscription fee or via DLC releases, right? So some games they will charge you out the gate. You pay $20, it's a live service game. It's continually updated. You know, a good example of this is No Man's Sky. No Man's Sky is a live service game that you pay $50 to get for the entry, but then it's free content forever, basically. So that's a good example of a live service, right? DDV is another live service game, right? Disney Dreamlight Valley, right? So there you go. So live service is like a specific genre of game, basically. You know what? We might have saw the snowball down here and I walked past it. Let me go back real quick. Hold on a second. Oh, hey, what's up, Tengi? What's up? Dude, I love that she greets me now. You got work for me? I always wondered what kind of fish are like native to this town. Don't you wonder that? Hylian, can you help my research? It'll be great. We'll be total intellectuals. All right, we have a fish in our inventory, so She can have it. Oh, she's so sad about the snow. All right, I brought a fish for you. Here is a horse mackerel. You brought me a fish. A horse mackerel. I see. This is a really important specimen. I've got to thank you. You're totally fine with a massage bed, right? I'm like so sure you'll love it. Ooh, she gave me furniture. I'm totally gonna keep at it until I can say exactly how many kinds of fish there are. Nice. Tangy the queen. The fishing queen. Yo, it's almost 1 p.m. here in my world. I want to say thank you for hitting that like button over on YouTube. It goes a long way for getting me in front of more people. And hey, if you're enjoying the show or if you enjoy my vibes, hit that subscribe on YouTube as well. I have all sorts of content on YouTube that you can dive into and enjoy. And that includes plenty of Animal Crossing. Oh, it's not on my end, Doomed. Not on my end. Also, if you're hanging out on Twitch, good morning, of course. Same thing goes to you. Hit that follow button and welcome to the show. We do a lot of Animal Crossing here, a lot of retro crossing. And today we're doing an Animal Crossing marathon where we're showcasing as many Animal Crossings as we can in one 12-hour sitting from the franchise. Oh my gosh, it's the snow version of the cat song. No meows. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Yeah. We're playing 12 hours of Animal Crossing, y'all. And we started with an hour of ACNH. And then we did Pocket Camp. Yeah, that's right. Now we're doing ACGC Deluxe. Next up is Original Wild World. Then we're going to do City Folk Deluxe. Then we're going to wrap up with ACNH again. And we're going to do some hide and seek, and we're going to do some hide and seek island designing later this evening. So that'll be the final game we play today, maybe around 5 p.m. I'm thinking maybe around 5 p.m. So now, if we have time, we'll squeeze in some Amiibo Festival. But we might not have time. Bum, 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 bum. All right, we need this snowball to be 2/3 the size of the big one. We're not there yet, y'all. Do, 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 do. We're not there yet, y'all. We're not there yet. We're getting close. We're there. Go. Is it too big? It might be too big. What color? What luster? What shapeliness? Every bit of my form, so much more than simply average. Beneath your simple exterior, there obviously beats the heart of a true master. That's right. Yeah, I'm cool. Just chilling. Putting the frost out. Yeah, if I could actually move, I'd be the most popular guy here. A button nose, eyes made out of coal. Yep, I'd be a whirling blizzard of love. It's not just possible, it's likely. Now, all I need to do is solve this whole issue of being stationary. Think, Snowman, think. Dang, he's saying the same thing. How did you play Pocket Camp? Yeah, we played Pocket Camp on my, I have a capture card and I have a little dongle for my iPad. Shalump, yeah. I have a little dongle for my iPad and I plug it into my capture card and I play it. Yeah, it's fun. All right, nice. Another piece of the snowman set incoming. I got another piece of the set. another piece of snowman. I got another piece of the set. The snowman set. Cook anything tasty for yourself lately? I made myself a beef, cheese, and rice burrito 2 nights ago. And like from scratch, because I picked up some tortillas and stuff. Not from scratch, you know, but it wasn't like frozen or anything. And that's about it. I haven't been doing a lot of cooking. Some eggs. I've been in a weird place, man. I went from being like kind of sick to depressed to kind of feeling off, and I don't know. I haven't been cooking for myself a ton. I really should be doing more. I did eat a big old bowl of cereal the other day though, and that was delish. It was life. Just life cereal. Mwah. Life. All right, let's jump over. Let's change up our funky jazz. Nah, we're going right back to the jazz. All right, y'all, it's time for a game switch. Time for the next Animal Crossing in our marathon.